Good morning. Welcome to the accountability call. We are here. It is Monday. It's actually a very good Monday for me today. I'm feeling great. Feeling good. How are you? Okay. We come here to hold ourselves accountable to all the things we need to do and things we want to do while life is lifing, while we're parenting children and parenting adults. Okay. That's why we're here. How are you ladies today?
Blessed nonetheless.
I was like, you look like she got a lot
Mm-mm.
on her mind this
On the
morning.
wrong way. On the wrong
I
way. All right.
do,
No
I
worries.
do, I do. Just managing 50-11 things, as per usual.
Yeah. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling like you on this. Today's a good Monday. Um, feeling good, feeling great. I'm right there with you. Even
Yeah.
though our hands is frozen.
Oh,
Can you hear us?
okay. I'm here. I'm
Okay,
here.
you
Mhm.
bet.
Are y'all? Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to see Wi-Fi's. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how
Yeah.
are you, Eve? I missed it.
No, I was saying I'm blessed nonetheless. I've been saying that for the last 48 hours. It was good. I had a tenant moving yesterday.
Move in.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Oh, that's good.
girl,
Congrats.
you would not be giving blessing nonetheless, honey. You need to be giving glory, hallelujah.
Bless.
We've been waiting on these tenants to come. Okay,
Look,
we've been waiting
Bless
at the
in the
door
city,
for them
bless
to
in the
come and
field.
show up and pay these coins.
Yeah.
and she's amazing, great person. And as per usual, for some reason, remember last time when I had the my last tenants moving in, the AC blew up a week before they moved in, and I had to pay to get it fixed, and that was like
Yeah.
7 grand. Or right after she did her moving inspection on Saturday and signed the situation, I gave her the keys. 30 minutes after she left, the second floor uh bathroom was like leaking down into the kitchen.
Lord Jesus,
I lost
Lord
I lost my mind.
Jesus.
I called in all type of emergency help. Got my Latino folks from Mexico. Okay, Viva la Mexico. Okay, always down for my Mexico people. Okay, because when I tell you they come through, I was already planning on getting them to come here to look at some other stuff today, so they're coming today. But they came here on Sunday at 8 a.m. when their grandson was getting surgery because some doctor left some glass and stitched this baby boy up with glass in his leg. Now he had to go to surgery to get it taken out because he was sick. They came here to help me. And when I tell you, as they were walking out, the tenant was walking in, and I'm like,
Uh-uh. Nothing to see here.
welcome,
Nothing to see here.
welcome. They fixed it within like 2 hours, and
I love it.
they gonna come back to do some other stuff. But when I tell you, like, I was just like, and then I was like, okay.
Yes.
So yeah, blessed nonetheless. Because again, life
Yeah.
is ghetto, but we're ghetto
Working out.
fabulous.
You
Everything
big
is
bless,
working.
sis. Big bless. Okay.
Look,
This is amazing. This is amazing. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, so you tell them they better sue that doctor. I never got time for this. Like, I can't. How are you, Z?
Oh, I said I'm feeling good, feeling great as well.
Mm.
It's been a very productive Monday. I wasn't running to the call 2 minutes before like I normally do. So that means I
Y'all,
am,
Z was in the damn grocery store when I called her. I was like, oh, you were up and out and about. Okay.
I mean, streets already, baby. I'm getting things done,
Right.
checking stuff off the list. So energy is good. Brain feels clear, body feels rested. So I'm ready for the week this week.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I this is the very first day of Operation Homeschool for us and our children's. And you know how just things be what you call it? Synchronicities. Synchronicities
Mhm.
have been happening
Make
in
space
this
for it.
situation. Because I have been worried, like, oh my God, like how I'm gonna get my stuff done and have my children home and have them and have an experience. I was like, I'm gonna have to get up like 2 hours before them and get some work done. Then I could work while they are a nap because I don't want them to just be in front of the TV all day. I want to be able to do stuff with them, blah, blah. Child, it just so worked out. My husband is home and we'll be home at least for this month. So I'm like, yes, like he helps in the mornings and I take over in the afternoon when he go to work. I'm just like, thank you, Lord. This is exactly what I needed. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, so
Perfection.
yes. So I got my butt up. It's so cute. My children have decided that every morning they come scooting their boots in here to come get in the bed with me and Tawanda. True be waking up bright and early, so she be up at like 6 o'clock. She be in here first, and she literally come in here and just go back to sleep. Like Free, on the other hand, when she wake up and then she come in here, she just awake. Like, so she's over here moving around. So we know it's time to get up when Free come in here. But it's so cute. Like, they're just so cute. So today I had to take a picture. Like, Lord have mercy. We gonna blink and they gonna be 14 years old. Okay.
Listen,
Like blink.
tomorrow is my son's birthday. He will be 12 years old.
Oh my God.
You just got all the Leos.
Yeah, girl, we Leo heavy over here. I was going through videos and pictures this morning, and I was just like, just even remembering back to only having one kid.
Yes.
Like I forgot about that. I was like, oh, look at my baby. He used to love talking to me, and he used to love, like performing on camera. And we all know that Blake is not doing none of those things.
Baby, no.
But yes, girl.
Performance or a smile.
Hey, listen, or a picture, a camera. He don't want none of that. So yes, you are so right. You're gonna blink one day and they're gonna be 14 years old because I can't believe my baby, my first baby, was 12 years old.
Ooh.
Crazy.
That's hard to believe. I swear, like, wow. Okay, so let's hop into what did you learn last week? Anybody have anything? I really got to start writing down some things. As I'm learning them, so I can remember, because y'all know my memory be shady at best. Okay, shady at best. Anybody learn anything?
Well, I think I'm still in my affirmation season. So I'm gonna say it was reaffirmed this weekend. Trust the process. Trust the process. People know, people see what you're doing. They're watching with expectation for you to continue doing what you're doing. They value what you're doing. So I have, I'm laughing because I got all the calls. On Sundays, me and a good friend of mine, we do a gratitude check-in every Sunday, and we talk about what we're grateful for the week. And this past week, I actually did a good job of writing down the things. And one of the things, like I got a message from a soror of mine who sends out devotions every morning, and one of the devotions was about unlearning, and she was like, I saw this, immediately thought of you, had to send this to you. And I was like, the word better speak on unlearning. Okay, affirmation. But I had so many conversations or like people reaching out being like, I love what you're doing, I want to be a part of what you're doing. We'll get to that when we start talking about our goals, but trust the process. Even this morning, for one of the things that I'm working on, I just had like some clarity around how to structure it. And there's a part of me at times that wants to I don't want to say rush the process, but I want the answers now. Like I need to know what I'm doing now. And I oftentimes feel guilt because I feel like I'm behind. Like I should have put more time into it. I should have put more thought. But when the thought comes, it's not even like I was planning on thinking about it. Like literally, I got an idea this morning while I was brushing my teeth. Like I wasn't working on something, but that was the moment that the idea hit me that like really clarified kind of this next steps that I'm taking. And I now know I couldn't get that 2 weeks ago. Like it wasn't available to me then. That wasn't the time in the process where I needed to have that information. So I feel like I'm steadily being affirmed in trusting the process and continuing to do what you're doing. You're on the right path. And it feels good to kind of get those messages from God, from the universe, and, from people. So that's what I learned this week.
I love it. Eve?
I feel like the process of unlearning. I'm just gonna pull from my my prayer that I try to do every day, which I do, but the one that's really sticking out to me is the one where is a statement that it says like what I desire wants me to. And I don't know, some few moments last week because I was in DC doing work. President of Israel was visiting DC at the time, and big protests were happening all at the same time when I was doing work. And like being in DC, I was like low-key kind of tense at all times. And yet finding moments of like being okay and then being like, oh, I don't like this feeling. But even in my work, my interactions with people, things that I've been thinking about. Like some folks came to me and asked me about like future opportunities that I may have, or wanting to continue doing some like work. And other friends were like messaging me, asking me if I want to like travel with them. And I'm just like, okay, this is really cool. I don't know. There was just a balance of moments where I was just like, okay, some of the things I feel like I want and I value in my life. I'm having all these instances of like being invited to things by people that I love, or people seeing my value in my work and want to extend that to me. And that feels really good. That feels really good. It makes me feel like, the decisions that I'm making, like I'm making the best one that I can. And then the actions that come out of it, like, are coming back tenfold. Maybe not like in the next week or the next month, maybe like years later. So I don't know. I feel like I've been really sitting with like the fact that the things that I want desire me to, and that clarity of knowing what I want is coming back to me. It feels really good.
I'm thinking like, and as I think about it, I think a couple of things I learned last week. One thing that I was reminded of last week is that your body can heal itself. Right? Like your body can heal itself if you put in the things that heal your body. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I have been having, I don't know if I talked about it on here, like I've been having like rashes on my arms, on my back or whatever. And I thought it was like mites or something. I was washing all the clothes, blah, blah. And, I realized in my mind was like, something was telling me like, no, it is your body. Like, it's not like something external, it's something internal. So, and only because, years ago when I had like little bumps on the back of my arms, my herbalist was like, you need to stop eating bread. And as soon as I stopped eating bread, it was gone. Right. So that made me like, what's going on? So I told my husband, who is our resident shaman, and nutritionist, like we need to do something. I feel like I need to do a detox, of my kidneys and of my bladder, right? Because I've had issues with my kidneys and my bladder before. So, honey, he was like, I got you. Came up with the tea that we need. It wasn't even a tea that my herbalist suggested. It was a tea that we came up with based on the research we did. Baby, I'm good. It ain't even been a whole week. Like, I'm good. Ain't no more rashes. Ain't no more nothing. I'm like, your body can heal itself if you put in the things to heal your body. Like, and it's funny because on this journey, I started working out again. I started going to the gym with my husband, which has been a long time dream of his, child. Going to the gym, like actually, intentionally eating, and also talking myself through temptation when it comes to food. Right. So usually when I'm tempted by food, I will try to suppress it and go do something else or whatever. But what I've started doing was really like talking myself through it. Like, okay, Inez, you want to eat this biscuit. Now, you can't eat this. And this is why you can't eat it. Right. Find something else. You don't want A, B, or C. Like these, like literally in the moment. And it has been so helpful to talk myself through it as opposed to stuffing the emotion. And I realized like I've never done this on my food journey or my nutrition journey, but I do it in other areas of my life, like in business or my emotion, my relationship. Like I literally self-coach myself in those moments, but I've never done self-coaching on health, right? I've never done self-coaching on food, right? So I was like, interesting. I just assumed I was going to be able to willpower myself through this. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It ain't going to work. Like you literally going to have to coach yourself through it because it is a transition. I think not last 2 weeks ago, my word for the week was transition. And it was really about like, stop holding on to who you were and transition into the new person, right? Just don't keep trying to don't even compare now to what you were, right? Let go of that completely. And just transition into who you are becoming, right? And I feel like this past week, I really, really did that. And it was just like, in so many ways, things happened. Like, I was talking about manifesting and calling in an unexpected 20K. I already got 12 of it this week. 12 of it is coming, right? The rest of it is coming, right? It's just like, just make the transition, self-coach yourself, and just remember. And it's funny because my word last week was remember what I've already created. I've already healed myself of cancer.
Indeed.
I've already done that. Like, So anything that come up in my body from now on, I already know the answers. I talked to my herbalist last week, and he was like, "You are the scientist. Like, you know the things. You know the things." He was like, "Last time you healed yourself, the doctors didn't even know what you did." You know what I'm saying? Like, so why would you go to them? They don't even know. I was like, "You're right. You're right." And it worked. Like, so that was my takeaway from last week. Like, yo, like, remember what you've already done. Do the things and just wait on it to happen. And it did. So yes. Yes. Right. Yes. Yes.
Love it.
Okay, so last week, how did we do, ladies? How did we do on the goals? I did not remember that my word for last week was remember. If you're here joining us, drop a hey girl hey in the chat. We're jumping into the goals we achieved or did not achieve last week. So yes, how did we do?
Eve, you go first. I know you got to hop off.
I pushed my meeting 15 minutes back, so we good.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Because I'm like, this is important. Let's see. But for me, I couldn't join last week because of the stuff in DC, doing work in DC. But I had a better go to bed routine. I've been struggling, y'all. I'm now on like extra strength Unisom right now, every other day. But it's been forcing me to like have to it's not really forcing me to do it. I'm still doing my bedtime routine. I just like cannot sleep for anything. I don't understand why. So that is in the works. I've been going outside a lot all last week and everything, that walking around and stuff, so which was good. Scheduling time to be with friends over the next few weeks, that's also like in the works, because that's what's going to be important for the birth month for me. My phase 2 research has been drafted and getting reviewed. My adulting tasks, I did go through all my mail, did some follow-ups, went through my emails, accounting for my travels. I still got to schedule some health checkups. That hasn't been done yet. I found 1 out of 2 tenants, so a win is a win. Come on. And the last thing was Q3. The theme is growth, and I was supposed to answer the question, what does it look like? And I'm like halfway done. That's what I'm looking at right now. But yeah, so I feel like I did pretty good. Proud of myself.
I love it. I love it. Hey, Vitasia girl. Thanks for joining. Okay, Z, what about you?
Last week. Okay. So I was supposed to work on my new course offering. I did that. It wasn't intended to be completed, but I have structure. I know what the course is going to focus on, and I have a platform. So I'm excited about that. Admin filings. I got some things in order. So I did pull like the paperwork together that I need in order to do the admin filings. So we're counting that. The social media client, I did do some work for them. I didn't complete my plan yet. Still working on that. And fitness, baby, I did nothing. Not one single day.
Listen,
did I work out?
Yes.
It's a new day. It's a new week. We'll talk about it when we get into next week. And then in the what we're calling in, I absolutely love this piece. Like, thank you for bringing that on, Inez. So I was calling in an unexpected contract of 50K plus. Haven't gotten that yet, but I was calling in my team. So looking for a business partner and an executive assistant. And I had some reach out to me and begin to unexpectedly like kind of sell themselves. And it wasn't until they were like, I want to be on the team, that I was like, that's what this is.
Yes.
So super excited about that. And then calling in sustained cash flow. Hasn't happened yet, but the plan is coming together. So I'm taking last week as a good week.
Yes. I love how our energies have just changed so much over this last year with regard to getting things done, not getting things done. Like, just, I feel like our energy is so much lighter as we pursue the things. And I'm loving it. Okay, so what I was calling in last week was an unexpected 20K. Now listen, y'all. Another thing I learned last week was I realized I was like, I need to go after the things that I want the way I went after my tax money. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Like, with expectation, like I know exactly. I literally pull lever 1, 2, 3, money. That's it. Like
That's the formula.
that's the formula. So I need to go after the other stuff just like that. So yeah, so I got 12 plus from the taxes, and the rest of it is coming. I was calling a great interview for employment, but so that didn't go down. But I also was not focused on employment last week at all. Like I was really focused on my businesses, and that's gonna be the case for this week too. I feel like 4 days of fitness. Did I do 4 days of fitness? I feel like I did because I did some walks, and then I did 2 days with Tawanda, and then I worked out. Yeah, I don't know. It might have been 3 or 4. Close enough. Momentum in my real estate mentorship. Absolutely. In fact, I just sent him the 2 documents. He said he's gonna check. He's gonna take a look at them, and we're gonna meet later this week. I'm so excited about this mentorship, y'all. Like, just having somebody who is super experienced to help me, who I already have a relationship with. I feel like that is so important in your journey, especially in entrepreneurship. Like somebody who has done the things that you're trying to do at a master level to help you, whether you got to pay for it. Thank goodness I don't got to pay for it, but either way, get in the room. Traction, clarity, and follow-up for International Inez. I feel like I got that last week. We had Moms Off Duty, the virtual joint yesterday. It was so good. We talked about free time. It was very good. And I learned from that, like, just show up and do the things, right? Because initially it was just me and Z on there. And I was like, you know what? We still gonna hold this session of Moms Off Duty as if it's 10 of us in here. And sure enough, 2 more people showed up and we had a great session. Like they showed up later, and I'm like, had we not just continued to move forward with Moms Off Duty, they wouldn't have been able to join in and get the takeaways that they got, right? And I also, from a business perspective, get to hear their feedback and what are some of the things that are blocking them, as well as what are some of their takeaways so that I can repurpose them in the content and the videos that I create here on YouTube. So that was great last week. And let me tell y'all, this one right here, sustained intimacy in my marriage. Listen, we was on that. We was on the tip, on top of the tip this week, honey. We was
you was where?
on top of the tip. On top of the tip, girl.
Yes, baby. We love it.
Yes. Oh my God.
Me and Tawana were talking about last night. We were like, we are at the best stage in our marriage, like in our relationship period. We've been together since 2016, which is hard to believe. Like, exactly.
Yeah, that's wild. Now that's kind of wild.
We met in 2016, like November 11th. So I feel like we have finally hit the stage where we have figured out not only, how to support each other, but how to diffuse stupid stuff quickly, right? And continue to thrive, and also how to tap into vulnerability. So I'm just like, I'm proud of us. We were just talking about that yesterday. Like, honey, we may be struggling in other areas, but baby, what we ain't struggling in is this marriage. Okay, we doing great. We thriving. Okay. Okay. So yes, these are the things.
I just want to point out that Moms Off Duty call was so good. As I said on the call, I'm part of the team, baby. I'm doing all the things. I'm here. I know what's going to happen. And I know whenever you're like working with someone, you may not always feel the need to show up for the thing that they're offering to the public. Yeah. Because you're like, I'm in it with you every day. But I came to the call because I was like, that's probably something that I could be doing better. Right. And I definitely got some tips on how I can be better with my free time. I'm in my downtime right now as a mom, but when them kids come back, baby, all of this happy, free, I need to make sure I can have that then as well.
Maintain, yeah.
And so the call yesterday was just so good, and getting creating space to be intentional about that. I think we always talk about, everybody needs a coach. Like, you need a coach in so many areas of your life. And if there are free opportunities for you to tap into the people that you know, to create space, to be intentional about the things that you value, I need for you to go there. I need for you to go there because you should be paying them. Okay. What I got yesterday was obviously a coaching session. And so I need to run her $300 real quick.
I received that. Thank you.
So I'm just saying, if your friends are offering something for free, show up because they should be charging you because they have something of value. So thank you for holding space. I'm so glad I came. That 300 is put that on top of the 20K. Put my
thank you. Amen. Yes, I love that. That is so good. And I received that completely because I be in my head sometimes. I'm like, is it? I received that completely. I feel so good about Moms Off Duty. Yesterday, I was telling Tawana, I was like, babe, I am so proud of me. Like, I'm so proud of me. Like, I'm so proud of me. I'm so proud of the way I showed up because I wanted to not have it this month because this month has been cray. Okay. From the top to the bottom, like friends, parents, and just deaths and just disease, just all the things, like your finance, just everything wanted me not to have it. And I'm so proud of me for pushing through and making that joy happen. Like, so yes, more to come. Okay. Now were y'all limited to your words last week? Mine was remember, Z's was limitless, and Eve, yours was ease.
Mine was limitless ease. Eve wasn't here last week.
Oh yeah, that is right.
Mine was from last week, so it'll be choice. I think mine was choice.
Okay.
Yeah. I definitely leaned into it. I think I took the limits off what I saw as possible. And so as I'm like, I've really leaned into the ease. Like, I'm not stressing. I'm just going to do the thing. But that limitless ease, like, just kind of opened up my mind and expanded it in terms of like what's possible. I definitely had did a little prospecting. I had a meeting with someone who another business owner, and I was thinking they have a printing service, like printing copies or even doing logos on mugs and stuff like that. But in the conversation, I was able to even see beyond that and was like, oh, this is going to be a marketing partner. So that I can increase the visibility of my offering and with ease, okay? Because I don't want to have to do all of the things. She was like, this is what I could do. I can do this. I can do that. And I was just like, yes, I need all of those things. So that limitless ease, meaning just like, expanding my mind to see what else is possible. That it definitely helped me out this past week.
Fabulous. And mine was remember. I don't know if I was actually, yes, exactly. Just what I was talking about. Yes. Remembering, just how much I've accomplished in my health over the past years. Like, and I didn't even plan to focus that so much, but I was really like, we already did this. I ain't worried about nothing. So yes, I definitely was remembering the times.
Remember.
Okay, Eve, you want to do your goals for the week?
Yeah. And it's 11/11. Make a wish.
Yay. Eve is turning the big 3-0 this week.
No.
Finally.
God.
I can't even imagine. Like, it's taken a long time. She has made it. It's taken a long time.
Like she's been here, even though she wasn't here.
Listen. Eve's been 30 since I met her. Okay, like
I think when did I meet her? Like 24, like 25. I was like, she's not 30. What you mean?
Yes. She will finally be 30 on Thursday.
Yeah, if I really think about it, because I've been in Philly for 8 years. I've known you for 7.
Almost all of them. Yes. Like,
so you met me when I was 20.
A child. A grown child.
Yo. My word last week was choice, and I was definitely into my choice. I did everything I wanted to do. It felt good about it, which felt good. But that is happening. My new year is definitely coming. I'm still wrapping up some things that I want to talk about in therapy because I started all of my reflection period. And for some reason, I decided that I'm gonna open up my calendar and go back through the years to see what the hell I was doing. I don't know why, but I'm gonna do it for the last 10 years. And I already started with 2014, 10 years ago when I was 20.
Wow.
And I'm just like shocked at how like from age 20 to 30, like in the decade that I went through so many different phases of my life in 10 years is really shaking me to my core. But and at the same time I'm like really grateful. I'm like, I really did a lot. Like I could make a Netflix series just off the last 10 years. Like
Come on.
But yeah, the birth month is coming. And I'm shook to the boots. But in terms of like what I want to do this upcoming week, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep go better bed routine because Lord of Mercy God, like I need to find a way to sleep better and have like deep restful sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna continue going outside, being in the sun, scheduling time with friends over the next few weeks. Because I'm like spending my whole entire month of August in Philly, so I just want to like really find time to be with people before I start traveling a lot again. And then that goes to the adulting task, right? So I still need to continue going through. Y'all don't judge me, y'all, but for some reason I decided that I wanted to go through my drafts. I want to inbox draft 0. And I found some really cool things in my drafts. I was like, wow, like this is I was like, wow, this was really good. This is really good advice.
Or inbox.
So yeah, I have project go through my drafts and clean them up. And I've been finding some really cool things of like things that I was thinking about for content. And I'm like, well, time to bring that back. So that's been fun.
For the record, I'm so annoyed with all of you hoarders over there sitting on good information, good content, and like not sharing it. Like y'all get on my nerves because y'all over here imposter syndrome and it ain't perfect. I needed to add this piece. If y'all don't release the good stuff to the people,
please release it.
Play all the games.
Slap it together.
Slap it
together. Like I'm playing all the games. I also got some good stuff up in my drafts. It's so crazy. So yeah, I'm with my adulting tasks. I'm gonna keep cleaning up my drafts. I need to like be an adult and account for like all the traveling that I'm doing to make sure things are okay. And I need to set up some health appointments. What it really is going to the dentist. I need to head to the dentist. I've done everything else, and then I need to find tenant. I need to find tenant number 2 ASAP for this property. And then what does it look like? I think I've gotten really clear about what I want my Q3 to look like. I feel like I want to share it with my close friends and get their thoughts on it. So that's the task I'm gonna give myself, is to set up time to talk to people who I love and I care for. So y'all be ready to talk about what I want to accomplish in like Q3.
We will, and we will be ready. We will be ready.
Cool. Yeah, so that's what I want to accomplish this week.
Fabulous. And what's your word to accomplish these things? Because they are getting accomplished. Okay.
I don't know. Going back to Inez's point, you kind of you put me in a chokehold when we talking about, move forward to be the person that you want to be and like allow for the transition to happen. So I don't know, the way that I'm thinking about is evolution. So I feel like I'm evolving. I feel like I have evolved, transitioning into a new decade. So yeah, I'm gonna go with evolution.
I love it. We are here for it. We shall support you in it.
Thank you, Booskies. I'm gonna bounce for this meeting, but I love you guys.
Bye. I love you too. Okay. So my goals, and I was like looking at this, I'm like, there's so many things that are happening this week. I'm gonna also put this is, oh God, this is gonna be a lot, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, so I'm gonna just put brainstorm. No, don't do it, Inez. Don't do it. Slap it together. Okay, so y'all see, I had to stop myself in that moment. Okay, okay.
Don't be scared.
Right, like, so of course I'm still leaning on this unexpected 20K. Like that's coming off the top, and when I get this unexpected 20K, I'm gonna use it as evidence for another 50 that we need. Okay. Like, come on. Yes. So the next thing I'm calling in is sustained healthy choices. Okay. Also sustained intimacy in my marriage. We're gonna keep those right here. Okay. Got to keep them up. Also financial clarity and expedited movement on my property in Chicago. Right. I need to know exactly. So the team went out there yesterday. They need to go look at the architecture diagrams or drawings, see if there's any changes. And if there aren't any changes, they're providing me like how much the changes cost. So I'm supposed to have that by Wednesday. And then I'm going to meet with my real estate mentor on Thursday to go through that so we can map out like, you know, what's the plan with regard to the cash flow and how much I need to infuse within it. So that's the financial clarity. And then expedited movement. I need people to be like I ideally our start date will be August 4th. But honey, we can start before that. I'm ready for it. So that's what that one is. I also am calling in fun times homeschooling. Like,
okay.
Yes, like I'm calling in for the homeschooling thing to be fun, exciting. I realized I was watching videos last week on YouTube about homeschooling. I found this woman who she talks about minimalist homeschooling. I was like, I'm here for it. And she talks about, you know, just deciding, number one, especially when you have kids who are not even really school age, like they don't do classrooms, they learn through life. And so like the things that we're doing in the house is schooling, you know, the cooking and blah, blah. I'm an experienced type of person. So we getting out the house, we want to do some experiences, some fun stuff, some free stuff we can find to do. So I'm like, I'm excited. And especially now that I know my husband gonna be home too, like, honey, we gonna have some fun. Like, so let's do it. The last thing that I had to self-coach myself on. So I went to Podcast Summit at the beginning of this month, hosted by David Shands in Atlanta. I, throughout the course of the year, have been led to start a podcast, right? Specifically on the things that I help moms with. So I'm starting a podcast called Moms Off Duty. And this week, there's 2 calls. There's like a mastermind of people who went to the summit who've come together. We have 2 calls. One is today, and then another one I'm going to do with the guy that I met there who like, I'm like, the reason why you at the summit is because you were supposed to meet me. And a lot of these people have already started their podcast, you know, they're, you know, just rolling. So what I put on my list initially was I want to complete episode 1 of Moms Off Duty, right? Because once I have episode 1, I could just start throwing in some of the things I already have on my YouTube channel. I just kind of need to have the initial episode. And initially I was going to put just brainstorm it, but I'm like, no, I can record it. Like, ain't no need. Slap it together.
Slap it together.
Put it out there. So yes. So those are my things that I'm calling in for this week.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So top of my list, I have 4 items. So first up is my course offering launched, like ready to go, ready for people to pay. Then next are the actual administrative filings, like they have to be done before August 1st. So that will get done at the top of this week. My communications client, I have a few deliverables. I have to create a newsletter for them. I have to get a survey out. That social media plan is a part of it, but as long as I get a social media post up, we'll see about the plan. And then fitness 4 days. Now I put 4 days on there, but I need to do something every day. Like I'm past the 4 days a week. But I'm going to make sure I do at least 4 days. What I'm calling in, I am still calling in my unexpected $50,000 contract. It's looking for me. It's just, you just gotta find me. It just has to find me. Also, I've called in team members. So I have kind of like the partner. I'm calling in an executive assistant, but beyond that, I'm calling in the structure and opportunities to utilize them.
Yes.
Right. And I want to make sure that like they have tasks that they know that they can complete, and then 4 opportunities that are coming. So, and then I'm still calling in sustained cash flow.
Yes. I'm gonna have to add that to my list next week. Yes. What was I just thinking? Oh, I was thinking about my my word for the week is going to be yes.
Come on,
because
put your goals for the week in the chat. Because
oh yes, if you're watching and you hear, drop at least 5 goals. No, 3 to 5. One of them has to be a self-care. So my self-care this week is the same healthy choices and the sustained intimacy in my marriage. That's self-care. Like,
yep.
And I have 3 other goals. So we do 5 at the most. Although this time I have 6 because I'm stretching myself. But drop your goals in the chat. Like, we will have to hold you accountable to your goals. My word for the week that I'm going to use, or drop your word for the week after you finish your goals that is going to help you to accomplish these goals. Mine is going to be yes. I've been watching, I've been heavily into identity shifting and manifestation on these YouTube streets. Like, baby, I'm consuming it. And I'm implementing it. So there's this woman that I watch named Catherine Cameron, and she talked about not taking no for an answer. Right? Persistence. She was like, even when people say no to her, she's like, okay, but I feel like it's going to be a yes for me. It's just going to come a different way. Right? And so literally just being like, it don't matter how it's coming. I know that it's coming, and the no is a yes in some way later down the line. So yes. So my word for the week this week is going to be yes, but it's really so that I focus on the fact that it's a yes for me. Like, I don't know. It might have been no for you, but baby, it's a yes for me. And it's just gonna come another way. I'm gonna see it another way. Whatever it is that I want, it's a yes for me. Period.
I love that. Mine is kind of in the same vein. I love that yes is it. My word is trust. Continue to trust the process. Trust in my abilities to, bring about positive change, performance, and results for people. Trust is kind of tied to belief, like believing that it's even possible. Trust is possible. Like the things that I've created, as Eve said, the things that I desire, they want me. So I'm just going to trust that it's going to happen. Trust that it'll work out. Trust that the right people will be sent that will help me further along the things that I'm working on. Trust that not only that I believe in myself, but others believe in me too. And trust that these coins are going to come.
Listen, and they on the way.
Yep.
Yes. So Vatasia is dropping her goals in the chat. I love it. So first up, we have cleaning and moving into a new place. Oh my gosh, how exciting. Moving into a new place. I cannot wait till we move into our new place when we move out of Philadelphia. But I know that's a lot of work, honey, because moving it don't be no joke. Okay. Self-care. It's your birthday week too, girl.
Big Leo energy.
If it's your birthday, make something. No, all these August. Are you July or August, girl?
It's August 1st.
She the first too? Oh, okay. Eve is the first too. Child, I got 2 Leos in my house running around roaring. I love it. So getting cute, getting the feel, nails, feet, hair done, nails done, everything did. Maybe a new wig. I'm here for it. Right now, all of the bills and the debts getting organized. Yes, get it together so more can come in. And the word of the week is flow. Okay. Usually set a calendar and a plan, but this week I'm doing something different. Come on.
I love it.
I love it. Well, happy birthday. Happy early birthday. Kicking off the August Leo season with a bang, both you and Eve. How are you gonna be, Vatasia? I know you a young book too, girl. So yes, I hope that everyone has a great week. I am really excited about this week. I'm excited to come back on next Monday. Y'all come back and join us next Monday for the accountability call. Remember the things that you said you were gonna do. Let us know if you had them done. Lean into your words this week. We got yes for me, because it's a yes, trust for Z, evolution for Eve. We got flow for Vatasia, 34. Okay. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Listen, I need to learn a new black birthday song.
I want to say happy
birthday
to you.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So we will see y'all same time, same channel next week. Bye.
See ya.